You don't have to read the news or watch the news to know that people are suffering. I get that. You get that. I know what pain is. I know about bereavement, and so do you. I know about people who are lonely, and I know people who are being abused. All of that we're fully aware of. And we hear lots of sermons about that. And so we should. And so we should. If we're offering real comfort, if we're offering real comfort in God and the Lord Jesus Christ, it's what we should do. So there is a gospel for the sad. There's a gospel for the people who are hurting. There's good news about God judging the world in righteousness and doing what is right, not only for the victims, but in dealing with the tyrannical and the brutes. That's Acts 17:31, for example, that there's a day coming when God will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he has appointed. Jesus, of course. And he's given us assurance that that is true. What was that? That he raised him from the dead. So, there's good news for the sad and the hurting, and we shouldn't withhold it. But a woman about 50 years, a little more than that, 50 years ago plus, went up to a preacher man who had been speaking that kind of truth about a gospel for the sad. And she said, I know there's a gospel for the sad. Is there a gospel for the happy? I'll tell you what I don't care for. I don't care for people whose preaching to thousands keeps on offering this optimistic and telling them that God will give them everything if they'll only send in money or do this, that, and the other. That wears me out. Nevertheless, setting all of that aside and speaking biblically here, Jesus will say, I'm saying what I'm saying to you, that your joy might be made full. Nehemiah in the Old Testament in chapter 9 said to a group of people who were weeping when they saw something wonderful completed, he said, oh, stop the crying. This is a holy day. Let the joy of the Lord be your strength. Let it lift you up. The joy that the Lord gives. Are you loved by someone, a faithful husband or wife? Children who adore you and you them? Is your health good? Do you have a good job? Are you respected? Is your life pretty well integrated? You find yourself loving God, admiring God. You've got enough money to pay your honorable debts, and you've got enough money to put bits and pieces up around your wall, having nice furniture and that. I'm not talking about anything excessive, but I am talking about comfort. Is it all right to rejoice in that? Isn't it all right to know that God gives us these things? Our friends, families, happiness. Acts 14, verse 16 and 17. Would you read that? Acts 14, 16 and 17. He fills their hearts with gladness. Thanks for coming and being with us. God bless you.